Hello and welcome to my easy to understand guide to private versus public personae, and this is going to be particularly relevant for you if you are studying CIE Media Studies and the Media Ecology topic on the second exam paper, although it could be useful for anyone studying online media for other specifications too. Our personas are the kind of public representations of ourselves. It's the way we are perceived by other people. We have a public persona in the media. For example, we never really see the reality of other people in the media. It's constructed, it's edited, your photos are cropped, you put nice lighting on them, you have a ring light, you put filters on, you maybe have a makeup app or you put lots of makeup on, you use Photoshop or another app to change certain elements, you might select some photos and delete some other photos that were less flattering. It's quite artificial and it lacks reality, our public personas, because of this. We see this on things like Instagram, where we see celebrities and non-celebrities posting their kind of lifestyle pictures, quite aspirational representations of themselves. And I hope that everyone knows that this really isn't the real them, and we can never tell how real something is. I know, for example, that my public personae is very different to my private personae, and that's not because I'm trying to fool anyone, and it's not because I'm an evil person. It's because technology has just helped me do that, and it's become ingrained in our society to want our public personas to be as pleasing as possible, for us to be proud of our public personas. And so without thinking about it today, I sit myself in a room that's probably the tidiest place in my whole house, and I have a big window for lighting because it's more flattering, and I spent much longer doing my makeup this morning than I would on a normal day, and I've put a lot more makeup on today than I would on a normal day, and I've blow dried my hair and straightened it, which I never do because I can't be bothered. So I'm creating a public persona, and whilst I'm not using filters, and I don't ever use filters or anything like that on my videos, I do sometimes crop videos to make, if something's in the background and I've not realised it, I might crop a video down. So there's definitely a public persona that people create online, whether they mean to or not. It's kind of something that's built into a lot of us now. And one of the reasons we do this is social pressure. We see that pressure, that peer pressure in media products, magazines, social media. We feel like everyone else looks great. We feel like everyone else has this lifestyle. Everyone else is using these filters. So there's that pressure of feeling like you need to fit in. So it can be to do with peer pressure. Maybe it's also to do with fear of missing out. You don't want to be the only person not doing this. We live in a society where we've essentially centered our lives around how much attention we can get online. And that is to do with how many followers we can get and how many likes we can get, how many shares we can get. And so our public personas are quite important because they can help grow that following and that popularity. Our private personas, are the things that we know about ourselves in private, in person, in our own homes, and what we're like and, around the house or at work. And I suppose the idea is that technology is blurring those lines between what's private and what's public now. A lot of people are putting their life online. Instagrammers are filming their kids. YouTubers are putting their whole families online, filming every kind of tiny, minute detail of their day and vlogging it. And so we're blurring the lines between what's private and what's public more and more. Social media allows us to share our private thoughts with the public. So whether it is a video, a film that you want to make, whether it's a personal review of a video game, whether you want to make a comment about something that's happening politically, your private thoughts, your private ideas, your private creations can now become public due to things like social media. And you can share your private thoughts with a global community. Things that used to stay private don't stay private anymore. If you think about issues particularly that affect teenagers, so for example, things like sexting and revenge porn have become a huge issue in the last few years, where people have privately exchanged photos or videos of themselves with a partner, and then those private photos or videos have ended up becoming public online. And so we're blurring the lines all the time between things that we wanted private and things that we want public. Likewise, you get things, people following celebrities around with their families and putting those videos online, people doxing other people, putting their private addresses on social media. You get issues to do with private paperwork, private tax information, private government issues being leaked online as well. And our digital footprint means that it's very difficult, if not impossible, to erase that information once it becomes public. Sometimes this is a good thing. What might have remained private in the past and concealed or hidden can now become public knowledge. So, for example, if an issue happens like the George Floyd murder, that might have remained a private incident whereby, although it happened in public, the police could have presented one version of events which might have been the only one to be publicly accepted. But Darnella Fraser's video that she recorded of that event ended up becoming public, and through her choice, and it ended up creating a big protests, campaigns, etc., and it changed the result of that investigation. So things like citizen journalism and prosumerism are as a result of people making private content public. We can split ourselves now into multiple personas. So, we can have our work persona, we have our Instagram persona, you might have your Twitter persona, your Snapchat persona, they might all be different. You might have multiple Instagram accounts, one for your family and one for your friends. It's almost like we've become slightly kind of disjointed mentally, because we can create multiple versions of ourselves, some more private, some more public. And one argument is that there is nothing private left anymore. Everything ends up becoming public. So that's my kind of simple guide to private and public persona in media studies. Don't forget to check out my channel for other videos that might be relevant for you. And if you've got a video you would like that I don't already have, leave a little comment below and I'll see what I can do.